Many people want to know how did we meet and specifically who wanted to start the relationship. To be honest, when I went to Japan, I already had a partner. How did he propose to me?
It's embarrassing.
Antes de comenzar, quiero recordarte que no olvides suscribirte y que si este video es de tu agrado dejes un like. Asimismo, activa la campanita para que no te pierdas ninguno de nuestros próximos videos. Konnichiwa, Misaki desu.
Konnichiwa, Neko sensei desu.
El de hoy traemos un video bastante especial porque se cumple un aniversario de nuestro matrimonio que fue en Japón, y precisamente queremos compartir más de nosotros, más del proceso, el chisme, todo lo que a la gente le gusta saber, y también si podemos darles algún consejo frente a procedimientos estaríamos más que felices. Esta es la primera parte del video, la segunda parte la encuentran en Instagram para que por favor no se la pierdan. Entonces, sin darle más largas a esto, comencemos. So, Neko sensei, many people want to know how did we meet and specifically who wanted to start the relationship. So, please enlighten people. How did we meet?
It's embarrassing.
Why?
No. So actually say yeah. I wanted to.
Yeah, you're talking, right?
Yeah, at the time I wanted to learn English so much with someone who can speak English.
He was looking for an American person,
Yeah.
but something.
Yeah. And I found this baby who can speak English, and yeah, we talked a lot during the COVID time. By
The start of the COVID,
line.
no? The start. You said
Right, line, like a Zoom. I forgot the name.
video call.
Video calls. Yeah,
Line video.
yeah. I taught Japanese to her, and I learned English from her. Yeah.
But you never told me Japanese. We were only speaking in Japanese, but you never say like Misaki, kore no imi wa? No.
Yeah.
It was just like a
Yeah.
a conversation that always continued, right?
Yeah.
So who took the initiative to start the relationship? Actually, it was his initiative because at the time, like as many of you think, I did not go to Japan to find a partner. To be honest, when I went to Japan, I already had a partner, but everything ended and everything happened with the COVID, and my university, for example, they canceled the classes for 1 month. So that's why when I was looking for this kind of like language exchange apps, like to find a buddy or someone to talk, and I found you, but I was not expecting like let's start a relationship. Everything was in his mind. Here you can see names of apps that you can try even if you are abroad, but if you are in Japan, definitely give them a look. So, what about the marriage? How did we marry? Did we marry with the kimono?
No, because we didn't have money and we didn't have time. So yeah.
I wouldn't say time. I would say we didn't have money. Time, we always have time. No, we didn't have. I mean, we didn't have like all the idea. How that's the next question. How did he propose to me? When he went to his knee and he said, actually, that didn't happen. It was like a mutual proposal. Because the thing is that we fell in love and we were like la 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 la, and I was like Neko sensei HISTORIA, and he was like Mokumo. But then something actually clear happened, really like a turning point. It was when you received the acceptance letter of the university, because before we were like he wants to study a PhD in the United States, and then we will see, I will go back to Colombia and then I will travel. But when he got the acceptance letter and like we discussed, and I was like, we need to get married. But it was not like he needs to propose and get me the ring. Of course we bought some like a pair ring, but everything is so cheap actually. Yeah, that's the thing.
I lost it.
So now we have a replica that is the super cheap. The Gohyakuen ring, Daiso ring. Do you want to marry in Colombia? No, when you have money, of course. We like to do something in Colombia.
Yeah, to have a ceremony.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, That's good if we have money.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's basically the truth about the marriage. That at the end, it was a decision that we took because we knew that our life was going to change significantly. We didn't want to be apart, and it was like a turning point, I would say. Someone actually asked, what do I have to do to marriage in Japan? Once, like, the lady told me yes. That's the thing that you really need to be careful. I made a huge mistake. We're like, and I was looking in the internet. I want to marry a Japanese. International marriage with a Japanese. And I found this webpage of Kobe. And we were like, oh, this is the requirements. Oh, those are the requirements. Yeah. So he was only like, okay, he has to get the coin to look like the letter saying that I want to marry. You sign, you have the witnesses, and also the registration, like a koseki.
Koseki toho.
The koseki. Well, those things are technically easy. And from my side, we look in the internet. He said, oh, you just need to have like a letter saying that you are single. And we thought, oh, I'm going to write the letter. So I said, oh, me, Carolina, is saying that Carolina is single. And kind of like I have that letter with a stamp. So we went to Tokyo. We had the stamp in the embassy of Colombia. But at the moment, they didn't know, in the embassy, they didn't know if that letter was going to be accepted or no by the city hall, by the entity in Japan. They were just like, we don't know if it's going to be accepted, but do it. Actually, we paid money for that. We went back from Tokyo to Kansai to our places, and we went there. The day that you can see here in the picture, we were so happy. We were to go, yay, que canción. We showed that letter saying that I was single, that I wrote myself and I signed myself. His documents, my passport, it's saying that I'm Colombian. And the lady was like, you remember, like, well, I don't know if it's going to work. And we were like, yeah, of course. We took some pictures. We were putting in Facebook, we're married. And then, like, she called you, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, 6 hours later, 3 hours later.
Yeah, she called me like she can't accept that document from the embassy of Colombia. And that was a super mess. Then we were speaking to the lady, and like they gave us this like big book, and then she showed me, and then she said like normally you have to get the document from Colombia showing you are single by 2 people.
The witnesses.
Yeah, witnesses. Yeah, saying she's. But the problem is embassy faked you, right?
Okay.
Embassy gave you the wrong information.
Because the embassy didn't say anything. Right? The embassy was like
That's fine, right? The document will work.
But we didn't go to the embassy again. We just showed the document with the translation that he did. That was accepted. Like it was like you need an official translation. Please check with the place that you're going to marry. But if you married in Kobe, San Domingo, your Japanese partner or you can make the translation from Spanish to Japanese, like copying the things. This document says blah 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 blah. And when we showed those documents, everything was perfect. You think the Japanese care about the age of the partner? So, for example, do you think that, for example, if you are 20 years old, 25 years old, you are a man, will you date a girl that is 32? Do you think the Japanese usually care about the age of the partner?
No, I don't think so. Because if she's beautiful, she's the one he likes. No problem.
I guess I feel that in Japan, the accepted difference can be up to 15 years old. 15 years between the partners. Because you don't see usually in Japan the lady that is 25 years old with the Oji-chan of 50 now.
No, because I'm not sure. But actually, compared to Colombian situation,
that's
I saw many old guys are dating with very young women.
So that's the reality, right?
And I think there are many cases like that, but I feel in Japan they cared about
appearance.
Yeah, appearance, how they are going to be seen.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Are you happy for the anniversary?
Yes.
A ustedes muchísimas gracias por ver. Ya van entonces a poder ver la segunda parte de este video. Se las dejo en el comentario fijado en el momento en que esté subido en mi cuenta de Instagram, que si no me siguen se llama igual a este canal. Tengan más preguntas, por favor pónganlas abajo, algún comentario, algo que quieran decir, compártanlo con sus amigos y aquí estamos para ayudarlos. Que tengan un bonito día. ¡Matane!
Bye bye.